The following is independently produced programming. The views and opinions expressed are those of the producers and do not reflect the views and opinions of Falls Area Community Television, our staff, or board of directors.
Hello and welcome to Teen on Keene, where I'll basically be interviewing people about the history and how it's evolved over the years. Louise Zerba is a member of the Rotary Club of Keene. She has worked with the Keene Interact Club at Keene High School, and she's a member of the Keene Heritage Commission and the Keene Historic District Commission. She's been instrumental in helping preserve Keene's history and historic neighborhood for over 20, probably 30 years. How long have you lived in Keene?
I moved to Keene in 1950, so I've been here just about 75 years, a long time.
Why did you decide to move?
My dad used to travel to Keene, and he loved the people, and he used to have to stop at a number of stores in town, and everyone was so friendly, and then the opportunity arose. He has an uncle who owned a similar store, or he had an uncle who owned a similar store in Lawrence, Mass., and he offered to help my dad start a store in town. Because he travels so much on a truck, it started to get to him. And so he chose Keene due to the friendliness of the people that he met in the various small grocery stores. At the time, there were lots and lots of grocery stores in town, and they were all small stores, little, what we would call mom and pop stores. And so that's why we moved to Keene. And so,
How has it changed over the years, like the people in the stores and stuff?
well, obviously, it's spread out considerably. When we first moved to Keene, everything revolved around the main street. And then, over the years, it expanded, and of course the chain stores came in, the larger stores came in, which put a lot of pressure on the downtown stores, which were comprised mostly of small family-run businesses. And then we owned a family business. It was called Roussel's, which is where Ted's is located now. And my dad originally, when we first moved to Keene, we were on West Street, which is where Ann Henderson was located, the tiny little store there, and then moved to Elm Street, and were there for many years before moving to where we were finally located on Main Street in Keene.
What do you wish hadn't changed about Keene?
Oh, I like Keene the way it is. I like being stuck in our corner of the state, and I think we have a little advantage in not having a major highway running through. It keeps us unique. We're focused on each other. We care about each other. I think that Keene is a wonderful place to live, and even though my children think that I should move to live closer to them, they've given up on that, and they know that I will remain in Keene because I do like it so much.
What do you remember about the installation of the Peace Fountain?
I don't remember anything about a peace fountain before this one was initiated recently through, I think, Carl Jacobs in the city council. I think he was the one that brought it forward, and I know the Keene Rotary Club is very involved with establishing this peace pole, and then there are other, I don't know what the other service organizations are that are also involved.
Do you know if there's any plan for another one anytime soon?
I think at this point they're just going to plan to do the first one. I have not heard anything about any additional peace poles being constructed.
Okay. Regarding the downtown infrastructure project, has there been any discussion about changing the common when the city has to dig up that area around Central Square?
Okay, I think speaking personally, I would like to see the square remain as it is and as it has since the inception of Keene. I know that little changes. They're talking about expanding the, its footprint, but I would like to see it remain pretty much as it has over the years.
Yeah. I understand your family operated a store in Russell Park. What was that like?
No, well, we owned.
Russell Block, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, actually, it was on the corner of Main and Emerald. When we bought the property, it was originally it was a hotel that burned down, and then it became a parking lot for a garage that was, or I guess it was the car dealership that was located on Emerald Street. And then when we bought the property, it was just a vacant lot, and then constructed the building that is there today. Mm-hmm.
There were several, sorry.
Go ahead.
There were several 5 and 10 cent stores competing next to each other along Main Street. Remember what that was like?
Oh my gosh, there were lots of them. I can remember begin on, there was a Fishman's, which is where Local Burger is now, that whole building. That was a 5 and dime store. Then we had Newberry's, which was on the corner where MFS and is now. And then next to that, there was a Woolworths, and so they were all, and then as you go north on Main Street, there was also a Kresge's. So there were lots of little 5 and 10 cent stores where people could shop.
Yeah, I remember the shops around Main Street. Do you have fond memories of that area with all the 5 and 10 cent stores? And
well, the only thing I can remember working at Newberry's at Christmas. They had the wooden floors, and it was fun. And on Friday night, people would all go and shop on Friday night. That was a busy evening. As an aside, I also remember when we first moved to Keene that we were closed on Wednesday afternoons. All the stores closed on Wednesday afternoons, which is kind of interesting. I guess to give the merchants a rest, perhaps.
Yeah. You have been a guiding force within the community for many years. Our community is lucky to have you. What do you say is Keene's greatest asset?
Oh my gosh, well, thank you for the compliment. I don't feel that way, but its asset is its people. Yeah. We've got a wonderful, wonderful community who, they always step up. When a request is made, there's a need in the community, you'll find that people do step up to fulfill that need. Everyone cares about each other, and I don't know if it's because we're kind of isolated from the rest of the state. We're kind of our own unique, large community, and it's the people that make our community as great as it is.
Yeah. Are there any events that you remember that you think isn't commonly known outside of Keene?
Oh, our most important one would be when Center Stage first came about and we started the Pumpkin Festival. That became very, very popular and was quite successful at the time. Yeah. And I was involved with that, and it was lots and lots of fun. And congrats to Nancy Sporborg, who had the vision and was able to put it forward, and it was a great time. Other events, I'm trying to think what we had that I don't remember.
How do you feel about Keene State College's students help the How do you feel Keene State College's students help the economy and business at City Center?
Gosh. I think Keene State students are vital to the community. I mean, they bring so much. Keene wouldn't be where it is without Keene State College. It's really, really, it plays a very important role in the community. And of course, the kids, and their spending certainly helps to make the economy as thriving as it is.
Yeah. Do you feel the festivals held on Main Street generate community enthusiasm and help support the future of downtown?
Yes, I think that all of the downtown events are extremely important to the community. People love to get together, and there's a camaraderie, and a nice spirit whenever an event occurs. Yeah, I think they're very, very important, and that they should be continued.
Yeah. And that's all I have for the day.
Mhm.
I didn't really, yeah. Yeah, that's all I have.
Mhm. I'm trying to think of other things that might be of interest. Why do you like Keene?
Me,
Mhm.
I think it's a really nice community. Yeah, I
Mhm.
really love the little, how small it is together, and how it's people come together a lot. And I've heard about other parts of New Hampshire, and I really like my little
Mhm.
Keene. Yeah.
It is nice. And what is fun for teenagers here in Keene?
There's a lot. There's not really as much as you would see like in a bigger city, but I think that's what's fun about it, is like there's so many little stores packed together, and it's fun to walk around. It's beautiful downtown.
Mhm.
It's really fun to walk around. Yeah. Also, the history part, like you can still see the old buildings through the, yeah.
Mhm. That's great, and this is why the Heritage Commission is so important too, I think, and I'm glad that you've become a part of it, because we do want to keep all the good things about Keene.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we used to do when I was in school, Keene was more or less, it revolved around the downtown, and like all my friends were within the bypass, and that's what we would call, Island Street, North Lincoln Street, that whole area was, and we were all kind of centrally located. And then, of course, in the 50s, when I first came here, then Armand Paquette started to build lots of developed homes, residential developments in town. And I think he started over by Markham's. He built a bunch of homes there. And then from there, he went over to what we call Paco Park, which is off Court Street. And then, of course, he went to the big area on Maple Ave, where all of the homes are located now. So, in the Maple Acres, and we used to go take a walk along what was called the 5 Mile Drive. You'd start downtown and you'd go up Court Street across Maple Ave, which didn't have any construction at the time. It was just all wooded area. And where 800 Park Ave now, they used to have what was called a creamery, and so everybody would always go and get an ice cream there, and it was quite a gathering place for young people at the time.
Yeah.
And then you would go back down, and so that was a fun thing to do. Of course, we might go for a bike ride, or you'd walk with your friends. So the families usually had one car per family, so we didn't have all of the cars that now exist.
Well, there's like 3 per
So it was a
family.
quieter time. We walked more, we biked more, probably than exists today.
There also seems to be, it sounds like there was more like things around to look at. Like, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I remember we were 3 movie theaters in town at one time when I was growing up. Yeah. Of course, the Colonial is still there, and what was the Latches is Subway, yeah. And then we had the Scenic Theater, which was another one. And what we would do is on Saturday, they would show cowboy movies on Saturday. And so we would go in there, and that was probably where Bagel Works is now, in that vicinity. And then on Sunday they showed more current movies, and so most of my friends, we would go to the movies at the Latches on Sunday. That was generally what we did.
No. 3 theaters, wow.
That was before we all had much television. Our television at the time was a little snowy, and of course, when you moved to Keene, you had to have an antenna in order to see something on TV. Of course, you wouldn't remember that.
We had the big TVs by when I was a kid, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not the wide ones, not the thick ones, yeah.
What else can you think of to ask me for questions?
You were a part of Keene High School in a way?
I was involved with the Keene High School Interact for many, many
Mhm.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's still somewhat involved at this point, but not as, I don't run the organization, but it's still quite active in Keene and noted throughout the state for being such an active organization.
Yeah.
Do lots of good things, and so that's fun.
Yeah. You're also a part of the Historic District Commission. What's that like?
Historic District Commission, I'm the Heritage Commission's representative there, and they are regulatory. I mean, in their purpose, they review buildings who are considering major outdoor renovation or demolition. They also review that. So anything that affects something that might be visually seen by the public in the historic district. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've been on the Heritage Commission for many years, and just because I want Keene to remain the great community that is visually.
Yeah. What have you done in the Keene Heritage Commission? Like, what projects has
Oh my gosh.
they've taken part of?
I have to think what I did. At one time we did a lot of research and on various older homes in town, and Phil Faulkner was a member of our commission, and he wrote articles, and I believe there were weekly articles or monthly articles focusing on the history behind many of these homes. And there's so much history if we take the time to research. It's really, really interesting. And I can't think of anything else that I may have done. I was involved with trying to, when we established the Downtown Historic District.
Don't think I know. Yeah.
I know you're on the spot. But it's so nice that you are involved, and hopefully more young people such as yourself will get involved in, the workings of the community. I don't know if they have any positions open for young people on some of the council's committees, but that would be something else that would be interesting for young people to tell council members, either at committee level, about how they'd like to see Keene move towards the future.
Yeah. You've been preserving Keene's history for a very long time now.
I've been what?
Preserving Keene's history? Like, in helping preserve Keene's history, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm old, but they like to keep me there. I know. It's important that we not forget the past. I think that's what's important. Yeah. And we have a wonderful historical society in town, and they've got so much memorabilia. They've got all sorts of things there that if you ever have questions, or if people have questions about the past, and
I believe
It's
an
kind of fun to
internship.
go and read some of the, the books that they have available for people to read. It's
I
lots
believe-
of good things in Keene. We're very lucky to
Yeah.
be here.
Very tightly packed too.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I believe the Historical Society is an internship site for my school where people can
Mhm.
go intern there too, yeah.